Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Full Disclosure. I'm Full Air, and today's topic is going to be Twitch toxicity, which is kind of controversial because obviously, being the internet, it can be a toxic place, but not all communities on Twitch are toxic. So, first off, if you do have a more toxic type of community, there are a few things that I think that you can personally do to make this better. So, first off, let's talk about things that you really can't control as a streamer. First off, you cannot control the trolls, right? Their main job is to make you feel bad about yourself, to heckle you, and they find it fun. You can't control these people, right? So, in the speedrunning community, a troll can be as simple as someone telling you to reset, that a run is bad, that your splits are red. It's heckling, it's creating these memes that are at your expense, and they're not really that funny, but they think it is. Okay, and even if you ban these accounts, these trolls, they can create new accounts and come back. You can't control these people. Another thing that you can't control really is your skill at a game or the content you stream. So your skill, if you're playing a casual game, you can't just automatically say like you're a god gamer, you're amazing at this game, like you're gonna play to your ability and have fun doing it. You can't control that. You shouldn't have to control that. Your content is also something you can't control to a certain extent, like as in if you love playing Mario, there's no reason why you should change your game because there's a troll that always comes in because you play Mario, right? Like, your content creates your stream, and you are, like, your content, right? So, you can't just change that because of these people, right? Because you need to stream what you find fun and what you find interesting. So, on the flip side, there are ways that you can control, like, the toxicity that comes in. You could always control your mood. You can decide if you want to be positive or if you want to be negative, if you want to be a salty person, or if you want to just let it go, blow it off, and be positive. It's very hard to do, both enough practice. Anything can happen. So mainly as a streamer, you have to be the bigger person. I cannot stress this enough. If you're not the bigger person, the troll has won. The toxicity has infected you. Because as the streamer, you kind of are like the leader of this community, and if you let it happen, you're saying it's fine. Another thing that you have to control is your reaction. The trolls are looking for a reaction. I have an older brother. I know what it's like to be trolled in real life just because they're looking for reaction. They'll poke at you physically, or emotionally, things that they know will bother you, to look for that reaction. That's their whole point. That's what they're going for. So if you can control your reaction, if you don't let it affect you, you're already cutting out, the satisfaction that a troll gets from their motives. Another thing you control is who you blame for the toxicity. You can blame yourself, you can blame the trolls, you can blame your mods for not doing a good job, but whenever it comes down to it, it's your community. You gotta blame the community. If you are bringing in all these negative people, and you have to reevaluate what you're doing, you need to rewatch your content, see if you're a positive person and you see that you get frustrated and then you wonder why people are feeding off of that negative energy. It's so much more fun to be negative than it is to be positive. Plain and simple. So also just control your mods, control your rules, right? Everyone has some sort of rules, guidelines that they try to run their stream by, and really you have to enforce it. You really need to make sure whenever you bring a new mod on board, they know what their responsibility is. Mods just aren't your friends. They're there to enforce the rules of the stream. Now, this is how I'm taking it from my point of view, being an affiliate, not really a big streamer at all, and I've never really had to deal with, a lot of trolls or, things getting out of hand where I couldn't personally control it, but you just gotta remember, trolls are negative. They're looking to bring down the positive people. It's really all they're after. And they will go away eventually, but you just have to endure it if streaming is something you really like to do. And, I've heard a lot of stories about bigger partnered streamers that they would have a troll come in, post the same meme garbage, create new accounts every single day, day in and day out, but they're not there anymore. So you really have to evaluate whether or not the Twitch toxicity that could potentially be there, that you can't control, to the things that you can control, and if it's worth it. So I hope this was a nice little segment. Please tell me what you think about Twitch toxicity. I mean, 1, we know it happens. 2, You can't really control it, but you can kind of manage it to the best of your ability depending on like who you are and how you present yourself as a streamer. Because it sounds terrible, but as a streamer, you're kind of putting on a show. You can be you, or you can be a better version of you. You can be a worse version of you. I don't really care what you do with your stream, but don't complain about Twitch toxicity if you're a negative streamer and you have trolls. But if you're a positive streamer and have trolls, then that's where it gets really, really sticky. And I feel really, really bad for you people because you're just trying to do what you love. And you can't mod your own chat all the time, but you just gotta stay strong. And I believe in you guys. All right. Bye!